Welcome back to the MVP.
It is the show you've been missing, the Man Podcast.
You heard. They definitely been missing it. The show that only we can give you Book and Franz, aka Hacker Will Smith. We are back again for another week. Sorry about missing last week. Hey, it is what it is. Life happens. Shit happens. We can't always make it. You know what I'm saying? We more than likely we one of the most consistent things in everybody's life. But unfortunately, sometimes we need a week off. You know what I'm saying? But we back again this week. You heard?
Right. That's right.
Hey. Look, I don't know if you see me, man, but I got my Angel Reese jersey on. You know what I'm saying? Shout out. Today is the first day of the WNBA, the official regular season. It's happening today. And I'm rocking with my girl, Angel Reese. Shout out to her. But my WNBA team is the Las Vegas Aces. You know what I'm talking about? I'm still rocking with Asia Wilson and them because they the champs. So I'm going to stay with them. I'm going to stay over there with them. But how you feeling today, man? You might as well give us an update for 2 weeks, man. We need like a 2-week update. You hear?
I ain't got one.
Now that's amazing. Nothing.
I don't know, man.
For 2 weeks?
It's been good, man.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
On my way, when the weird shit don't take place. You know what I'm saying? When I ain't got an event to share. You know what I mean? That's bothering me too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm just I'm just telling, man. Same normal routine. I don't know. They say the camera. What's the cliche? What they say? The camera
adds 10 pounds.
Oh, it adds.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in my case, let's say it drops 13. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't even know if I don't think the mathing on that. Because what I'm trying to say is I'm lesser than. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying if it adds 10, then in my case, let's say it adds 3. Give or take. You know what I'm saying? Give or take.
Yes.
So because your boy down 7. You heard? So yeah, man, I told y'all I was back on my bullshit, you know, talking about eating bird seed, shit like that, you know, talking about, and it's all good, you know what I mean? Just trying to get right, man. It's showing. It's showing, you know what I'm saying? People like, oh man, you slimming up. I say, to God be the glory. That the way I gotta eat is actually working. You know what I'm saying? I'm like me, I see myself every fucking day, so I can't tell. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So, as I make my progress, the results reflect in the eyes of us. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate them trophies. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna keep grinding, keep doing what I'm doing. That is not the reason why I'm in a sleeveless shirt. It was just the closest thing around. You know what I'm talking about? Just threw it on, got on the show. So we out here, man, and out here working hard, man, working hard. Not at the job, but at this new profession of mine. That's it, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. You know what I mean? Just going through the motions, man. And as I listen back to some of these tracks, man, I get to share select ones with, some people out here that be like, this nigga just keep talking about his music. Just keep talking about me. I don't want to come up off the, I don't want to crack the door for none of these niggas to hear my shit. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I'm in the pocket of giving you niggas an update. But rock with me. Tread softly. So got one of my dogs. This nigga don't order the microphone. I said, what you gonna do with that? Oh man, I'm about to get back in the booth, shake the rust off. I said, I'm inspiring niggas to do they shit. You know what I'm talking about? My dog Myers, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, okay. I was like, well, nigga, I'm not just rapping. Like anybody can rap. I'm like, I'm actually making songs. There's difference. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna discredit them. I asked them too, because I played the track. And he was like, okay, because he was like, yeah, I'm gonna take one of your beats. Yeah, I'm gonna use it. I was like, well, if you use one of my beats, I'm gonna sue you. You know what I'm talking about? You touch it, I sue you. Cause the mines, nigga, them bitches is exclusive. You heard? Like you can't just take one of those. You can take one of these, but you can't take one of those. You feel me? So had that little conversation with him, and actually I was like, hey man, what's your content? You know what I'm saying? Like what you rap about? Cause he was like, man, he's like, he's like, man, you'll see. I'm like, well, nigga, I'm trying to see if you ain't any good. You know what I'm saying? If what you talking about matches anything that I don't have a second verse on, which a lot of these tracks that I'm doing, y'all, I don't necessarily need a second verse because the first verse is so long. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kind of straight through, kind of like a Lil Wayne on. He got a couple like anything off the Carter, damn near. You know what I'm talking about? Where the nigga was just rapping straight through. You know what I'm saying? So I got some stuff like that, but. I think if I can find a way to get you in there, let you whisper on the track. If I can put you on, I let you whisper. You know what I'm saying? Let you talk for a whole second, and then and they give back. You know what I'm saying? So, we gonna see, man. But yeah, I'm having a good time, man. And I sent some to Jarrell. Sent him 3. He ain't said nothing yet. And I was like, well, damn, nigga, back to the drawing board. He's like, no, man. He was like, I just haven't had time to like. He was like, I really want to, sit and really listen. You know what I'm saying? Not be distracted. I'm like, I understand and I appreciate that. So I'll wait for my boy to hit me back. You know what I'm saying? I sent him 3 that nobody else has heard. And well, one of the ones somebody heard. But out of y'all, you know what I'm saying? It's 3 different ones. One that I had just did. And 2 others. So it's good, man. It's been very therapeutic. I'm trying to not buy no more, not trying to hear no more. But I do have extra bars just sitting in my phone. And them bitches want to get used, you know what I'm saying? Because I see them with the other bars. You know what I'm saying? They got their own little note. But them niggas was like, hey, it's today. Is this nigga here for me today? It's like walking into a dog pound. All the puppies is looking at you. Take me, pick me. And I'm trying. I'm trying to find the beat. Because the lyrics is nice. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't got no way to put you right now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's other than that, bro, I'm just chilling, man. Everything. And yeah, everything. Well, something else that had just slipped my mind, but everything.
Yeah, nigga getting old. Nigga, you forgetting stuff mid talk. You know what I'm talking about?
Shout out to LL Cool J, man. Got some hyenas. I don't know. I think it was a new freestyle that the nigga did on Sway in the Morning. Nigga
I ain't hear
57.
it.
Then it's that nigga right there.
He killed it.
My God, bro. Nigga need to make it. Nigga need to hump that thing. Rick Ross it. You know what I'm talking about? Kendrick Lamar, they not like us it. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga need to put that shit available to download. That shit was fire, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. So 2 niggas I know I'm not better than, which is fine by me. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga went the fuck in. Went the fuck in, man. So gotta give LL his props, man. He one of them underrated, forgotten about hip hop artists. You know what I'm saying? One of them real MCs, one of them real lyricists. And you know, because he wasn't too flashy, a lot of his shits was about the girls, but when he got in that pocket, you know what I'm saying? When he got in that bag, yeah, niggas knew what it was. So
Yep. I feel you. Man.
hey.
Well, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, man, because we was off a week. So
Yeah.
Since I got my Candace Parker jersey on, I said Candace Parker. Since I got my Angel Reese jersey on, we got a whole bunch of WNBA news to talk about. First, Candace Parker, she retires.
Yes.
Shout out to her for having an illustrious career. You know what I'm saying? Looking beautiful at the same time. Shout out to her.
Thank you.
Every game. So she retires. Asia Wilson has a shoe coming out in 2025. I thought that was dope with Nike. Nike gave her a deal. She gonna have that AW1s or something like that coming out 2025. I'm kind of wondering, was this in the works or what?
She got the
Yeah, that's what you got. Yeah, them all ones. You hear me?
Oh man.
Yeah. Hey.
Look at I'm over here. We over here marketing, doing jingles and shit. Like, hey, you better. What the nigga Jen say? Small guy price. Small guy price.
Man. I wonder if they heard about this or if they knew they was going to do this before all the backlash they got with Caitlin Clark. Because once they gave her that shoe deal, they had got a lot of backlash, and
Get
rightfully
it, man.
so. They kind of. I understand Caitlin Clark. I understand her appeal, but at the same time, we can't forget about everybody else that's putting in work. You know what I'm
Look at bro. She don't got them niggas flying on PJs now. Private
saying? I know.
charters. That's
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark. That's that effect. Like I'm sure there's some that be like, I ain't even mad. You know what
I
I'm saying?
bet.
Like, hey, infuse this money. You know what I'm saying? Y'all,
No.
you know,
Yeah.
they want what they want. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? They want what they want, and they finally got one where they can actually hoop a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Where they can get busy. So I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, I think, the uproar is like, how these other people ain't, yeah, they might sign shoe deals, shoe
Mhm.
contracts, but they don't get their own signature line. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I think that's what that was. So, because Diana Taurasi, she been Jordan, Maya Moore was Jordan, there's a couple other, hoopers. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like we ain't gonna act like the women can't, what I'm saying, do what they do. They got some
Mhm.
hoopers. And it's glad to see that they getting their own though. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't give. I was watching this thing. Forget the name of it. It was on ESPN, possibly. I don't even know. But um, they was talking about all of the collegiate athletes. They was doing like a behind the scenes and stuff like that. So they had Caitlin Clark on there. They had Kiki Rice from UCLA. I didn't see Juju. I didn't see her speaking, but they highlighted her and a couple of other. You know what I'm saying? They followed around Camilla. You know what I'm saying? And U.S. South Carolina, and then it was actually dope to see. You know what I mean? Kind of turned it off because the NBA games had started. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So I tuned out and tuned in. But from what I was watching, man, it was dope. It was a dope piece of work that they put together on them women. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Really was, really was. So yeah,
That's dope, man. Hopefully they keep on going.
yeah.
Excuse
That
me. I hope they smart with it and they take the time to highlight a lot of women instead of just focusing strictly on Caitlin Clark, man.
mhm.
The reality to the situation, man. If it wasn't for Angel Reese, I don't think I would know who Caitlin Clark was, and I think that's a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Without the villain, you couldn't get that 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 so-called white savior that they got. So that's what it was. I mean, to be totally honest, you gotta have the bad and the good, white versus black. That's what Floyd Mayweather knew. Floyd Mayweather didn't like to fight black people. He knew if he fought a white person or if he fought a Hispanic person, everybody was gonna root for him to lose. That's where he
Yeah.
get his big paydays from. That's just America, unfortunately. So I hope they take the time out and make sure they highlight these other people. Make sure you highlight competition. Like you got something good going on here. Don't just focus solely on this one person. Spread it out. You got good players across the league. Plus, they got some players that look. I've been seeing. They got some ones that look. Hey, I know we're supposed to be talking about basketball, but they got some pretty women up in there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know it was like that. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a couple. Like, ooh, I got to tune in. You say you tuned out to tune in. I'm about to tune in. You heard me? Yeah. Anyway, so we got that out the way. WNBA news. You heard me? Um, we'll talk about the NBA playoffs a little later. Man, let's keep it in basketball. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the NBA playoffs right now. Get this out the way so we can get into what we really want to talk about. NBA playoffs right now, it seems like everybody tied up. It
By the
seems like
time y'all
everybody.
watch this,
Yeah, it's not going. They're
a
not
lot of the
going.
series will actually be over. But
Yeah.
as we
Yeah.
record today, it is Tuesday. Tuesday
Yeah.
evening. The Knicks and the Pacers are playing right now, and then followed by Game 5 of Denver and Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? So just know where we at. That way, by the time you tune in, you know what we was talking about.
Well,
Yeah.
I want to know who you think gonna win this game. Well, both games. Who you got with the Knicks and the Pacers?
Uh, the game or the
Specifically this
series?
game. This game. I want to know because we could track this game. You know what I'm saying? We could be like, yeah, we was right, wrong, whatever. And then I want to hear who you think gonna win that series.
Tonight I have the Garden is hard, man. It's tough. That bitch be rocking, man. Tonight I'm gonna go Knicks. Then I'm gonna go Pacers. And then Game 7.
They're gonna be back in the Garden, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think Reggie Miller, the ghost of Miller, gonna come out, and I think the Pacers is gonna win.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think the Pacers is gonna beat the Knicks, and it's them niggas just Jalen Brunson can't carry the load night in, night out. Like everything start with him, and the man only 6'2". You know what I'm saying? Everybody know you gonna shoot the ball.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. You not Kobe like. You know what I'm saying? You shoot Kobe like field goal numbers. You know what I'm talking about? But you ain't. It's different with Kobe. You know what I'm talking about? Certified killer. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga got the ball. It was like, oh, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like you, even though he wasn't a marksman like Steph Curry, because I believe when Steph shoot any shot, that bitch going in. Like I'd be so surprised when a nigga miss. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It'd be like it's the heroics. That's the factor that them niggas have. You know what I'm saying? And we've seen this nigga go for 81 before. We've seen this nigga get 61 or 65 and 3/4, like halfway through 3/4. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about? Like the nigga was different. You know? So I just like I said, I think that's how the series is gonna go. I got the Pacers in 7. Um and then with the Wolves, I believe in that man. I strong. That nigga nice, dog.
Uh-huh.
Ain't no critique I got for that nigga. Like on his game, bro. That nigga love the matchups. You know what I'm saying? He said it, man. I told him. I'm a man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm here though. You know what I'm saying? He said I'm gonna bust your ass. I'm here. I love that shit. Keep talking.
Mm-hmm.
Keep talking. He said I love that shit. We love that shit. Well, I love that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that fuels that nigga, and that nigga just dropped 44.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be real. I think I think Minnesota clips them in 6. I think Minnesota goes in there tonight, re redefines and steals their heart again in front of their fans. See, their fans been cheering from so far away. Now that it's 2-2. I think that nigga come in there tonight and say, shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down. You don't like it, they're the exit. You know what I'm talking about? We up 27 in the first fucking half. That's what I feel. You know what I'm saying? I'm not shitting on the defending champs. Heart of a champion, Rudy T. You know what I mean? It's hard. It's very difficult, as you can see. That's why it's 2-2 now. A lot of people thought they was gonna get swept. I had that inkling for a second my damn self. You know what I'm saying? Because they was not looking good. But you know, the NBA, they got paid. Not to fine, not to suspend Jamal Murray, which was some bullshit. I think that nigga should have been suspended for game 3. Not game 3 and 4, just one game. You know what I'm saying? Because it
I
was I
wasn't
don't
with
care.
you.
Huh?
I wasn't with you until they suspended Patrick Beverly for 4 games. Once they suspended him, I said that you should have suspended Jamal Murray. That didn't make sense.
Well, he threw that at a fan, so he
It
got
don't
it.
matter.
You know what
It
I'm talking
don't
about?
matter though. It's the same thing. But the
Man,
dude caught the ball. You know what I'm saying? He's like, come on.
nah, man. But you saw how he caught it. He caught it like one of those. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they said he threw it twice. He hit He hit the woman first. Like, actually hit the woman,
Yeah.
and then the one that we saw was the one where he called for it from the guy, and the guy just and he, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. That nigga wildin', man. That boy Pat Bev crazy. But yeah, man. But I got I got the Wolves taking the next 2 games. You know what I'm saying? And I believe they close it out at home in front of their fans where they could deservingly so celebrate. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they look the same. I think the issue with them right now is Rudy Gobert. If you think about it, game 1, close game, but they won. Game 2, blew them niggas out the fucking water. Game 3 and 4, unsuccessful. The common denominator here is Rudy. You know what I'm saying? Put that nigga on the bench, man. He don't even guard Joker. It's Karl Anthony Towns guarding that nigga. What the fuck? What the fuck I got you here for, Mr. Defensive Player of the Year? All I see this nigga do is move you the fuck out the way. So yeah, AD was right. Why I ain't get it? Because nigga Anthony Davis did a better defensive job than you. I don't care what Joker's stat line was. Joker really had to work for that. That nigga literally just moving you all the fuck out the way. Every time I see you holding on for dear life, nigga. Just big for nothing. But I got the T-Wolves in 6.
You had the Pacers and you had the Timberwolves.
Yep.
I got the Knicks. I think the Knicks going to end up winning that series.
Okay.
I just feel like this might be their year to do a little something.
They ain't got enough.
But they always do that. They always hype people up and then they lay an egg. But I'm gonna go with them this year. I'm gonna say the Knicks gonna make it to conference finals, and then that's where they lose at. They lose over there. They lose to the Celtics. And then the T-Wolves. I was with them when they won those 2 games, but like how you said, I peeped the Rudy thing out too, and he only plays one way, so that's why I think Denver's going to win. He don't change how he play unless they sit his ass on the bench, like you said. It is what it is.
They got to start Nines Reed, man.
Denver going to win that series. If they don't change up the matchup, Denver's going to win. But I want Minnesota to win that series. Trust me. I don't like the Nuggets just because I don't like the coach. I don't like Mike Malone ass, man. He a little too cocky for me, man. Like, nigga, you ain't did nothing. Like, oh ass nigga. I don't like how he talk about the LeBron and the Lakers. I don't like that shit, man. That shit rub me the wrong.
Ace finally got a championship. That's how niggas get, man. You know, you get a banner, you forgot who you was, niggas. Like, it took a lot. Like, y'all niggas.
He real cocky right now. I mean, I give it to him. He's the champion. I got you. But, dog, you the coach. Go sit down somewhere. Like, nigga, we don't need you talking like that. So, fuck that nigga. Hopefully, they don't win the championship. But, I don't know. If they play the Celtics, they fuck around. I think they're going to win again. But, I ain't worried about it. I'm hoping Ant-Man does his thing and they win, but I don't see it. Don't see it. So shout out to them. We're gonna see how this works out. Hopefully I'm wrong about the Minnesota series. I'll need them to win. Okay, we got basketball out the way. Let's throw that to the side.
Celtics clearly beating Cleveland. We already know that's gonna happen.
And then, talk about
as much as I wanted Kyrie to win, I cannot stand Luka. This nigga bitch about every fucking call. I'm just tired of this shit. Let's go OKC. OKC in 6. They're my picks. So I got Minnesota and Oklahoma in the conference finals. The young and up and comings. You know what I'm talking about? You know, rising talents, you know, in the league. Shea Gildress and Ant-Man, you know what I'm saying, Anthony Edwards. I got them 2 in the conference finals in the West. And in the East, I got the Pacers versus the Celtics. That's how I got it. No need to give the NBA finals picks because we got to see if all of this comes to fruition. So it's all about the matchups. But that's my prediction. I can't stand Luke. They're getting on my fucking nerves. Jesus. Boy, terrible. But
I'm with you on the Boston, the Mavs and OKC. I'm not sold on just because of Kyrie. I believe in him so much. I'm going with Mavs on that. just
Love
because of him.
Kyrie. Love
And I
Kyrie.
want him to have a redemption story because all those people that was talking shit about him
Count him
just
out.
because he posted the video poster of that movie, and now
Yeah.
everybody all of a sudden since they winning and he played for Dallas, that organization, now that niggas forgot all about that all of a sudden. All that shit is out the window. So I want him to win. I hope that but success for Kyrie. But I do agree with you, Luka, been acting like a bitch. So it is what it is.
You do the most. And
It is.
last bit of jewels of wisdom. In October, they got a preseason game coming out here. Last year it was Dallas and Minnesota. I didn't know I didn't know Ant Man was gonna be Ant Man. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise I would have went out there. Talk about for them games in Abu Dhabi. But guess what, people? They are doing it again this year. And who they got is the potential preseason picks for the NBA Finals. You know what I'm saying? So they got Denver coming out here, and they got Boston coming out here to Abu Dhabi. So I'm about to buy a ticket, man. I'm going. I'm going this time. I'm going this time around. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. They only playing for half, but it's a full weekend of event. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I buy a ticket for one day, it actually count for both, or do I get exclusive access, to the NBA Fun Day by buying a ticket? I don't know. But hey, man, I'm gonna go out there. Me and a couple of people from work. We can afford to take this little cheap trip. You know what I'm saying? And enjoy ourselves, man. It's only gonna be a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? Get out there and come right back, not lose too much in the process. So it ain't no long flight. Probably maybe an hour for us, if that. So definitely gonna be dope, man. And if that's what it's looking like. Yeah, y'all can catch your boy from there. You know what I'm talking about? Podcast with Nikola Jokic. You know what I'm saying? And Jamal Murray. You know what I'm saying? Even though he be doing weird shit sometimes. Definitely gonna find Ant Man. You know what I'm saying? Rudy Gobert might be hanging out by himself, so that's gonna be an easy signature to get. That's gonna be the easiest signature to get. So, hey man, I'm trying to get him. Give me a Spalding. I'm gonna get a ball for, just give me a little gym bag, little duffel bag. I need every single person to sign this. You know what I'm talking about? And we're gonna go from there, man. So yeah, might have a dope time.
Good shit.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, we got to revisit something, man. That's over with. That didn't end it while we've been going. The beef.
Freaky ass nigga, 69 guy.
Yeah. Is it the braids? You know what I'm saying? That nigga. You know what I'm talking about? But the beef seemingly ended while we was going. We had a nice summer hit that has been hitting the airwaves and is now number one on billboards, I believe, as well. Kids Bop even remixed it. It sounded crazy, but they remixed it. And then we had that from K Dot. What it was like, Not Like Us. And then we had the Heart Part 6 from Drake, which was seemingly waving the white flag type of record. Like I quit type bullshit, you know what I'm saying? We have to talk about how you felt with this happening. Also, we got to talk about Metro, because Drake told him to shut up and go make some drums, and the nigga made some drums and then came back with BBL Drizzy, and it's tearing up the airwaves as well. And it's not just Kendrick dissing him; it's 1,000 niggas across America dissing him on BBL Drizzy. Then they had more information that came out. One I heard this morning. The guy who Drake paid $150,000 to came out. He's from Chicago. He lives in Atlanta. And he said this is all legit because this from him is on Hollywood Unlocked. He said that his family members is like tied to Kendrick. Like they know Kendrick. They don't know him like that, but they tied to him a certain instance or whatever. And Drake put some feelers out that he'll pay $100,000 for some information. So he told his family members, don't say nothing. Tell him to reach out to me because he got a lot of followers and stuff like that. He's from Chicago. He's supposed to be well connected, whatever. So Drake reached out to him He said, "Man, give me 150, and I'll tell you some stuff." And he said Drake paid him 150, and he just made up a whole bunch of shit about Whitney and all kind of stuff. So when he talking about he not with Whitney, he's like, man, that man wife is up. That man wife is up there with him in Harlem. He's like, man, he's like, I just told him some goofy ass shit. He said, you think I'm gonna go against American with a Canadian nigga? He's like, he's what we call gang goofy. The nigga gonna pay us 150. I gave 50 to the fam. I took the 100. And then we went like that. So he said all this shit this nigga was talking about was just stupid. He just got some stuff. He said, so when Drake said you put money out in the streets and ain't get nothing back, he said all that shit was real. So it was, if you go to Hollywood Unlocked, that whole thing was there. I thought that was hilarious listening to that. And then on the other side, we had DJ Academics seemingly confirmed that Drake more than likely made up the story about him putting stuff out in the streets for Kendrick to get. And bounce back with it. It's a little too far. I mean, too long. Don't really give a damn as much no more because it is what it is. The damage was done. The nigga waved the white flag. The shit over with. But I kind of want to get your feelings on the whole beef aspect as in the whole. Like, how did you feel about it? How did you feel about the white flag record? I just want to know about everything, man.
By Drake's standards, all three niggas in the top three lost because he got himself twice. You got one nigga that didn't wait for the nigga to even say nothing back and say, you know what, I apologize. And then you had the other nigga, you know what I'm talking about, went in 10 toes down, standing on business. You know what I'm saying? And not gonna lie, I don't care how other people view it. I told you how I felt, how I saw it. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't swayed by neither party. You know what I'm saying? Got no dog in the hunt, no dog in the fight. Just hey, I enjoy what I enjoy. A lot of people think Euphoria was that. I did not. Um, Meet the Parents, or I'm sorry, I keep saying Euphoria,
Graham.
but 616. Yeah, 616. So, Meet the Grams was very nice for me. You know what I'm saying? I know it came with the we made up the stories to give you type shit, which is kind of what is being said now in Kendrick's defense. So I give no credit to either. You know what I'm saying? For saying that they both set that up. You know what I mean? Great deflection. We'll never know, for real. You know what I'm saying?
Like
So
Kendrick didn't set nothing up. It was just a random ass nigga said he gonna take his money.
again, people saying so. Who's really telling the truth here? At this point, it's just entertainment anyway. I don't really fucking care. You know what I mean? But thought it was interesting. But the deciding factor in all of this was that summertime hit that this nigga put out. And Not Like Us is a statement of truth. Viewed by many in the community that this nigga's just not like us. And let me hear you say, OVO. OVO. Like, it was crazy. Yes. I didn't know how that brother could recoup, but he recouped and recounted and came back the only way he could by saying, I think this has gone too far and now I don't want to do it anymore. Do as you please, but you won't hear nothing from me. And look, man, Kendrick was on go mode. That's the bottom line. Didn't seem like this nigga was gonna let up at all. And I think Drake was sitting there like, nigga, I got other shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Other than entertain you. Because you want to keep putting out a fucking song every 17 fucking minutes. You know what I'm saying? So
he can't say that.
But I'm not
because
mad at it. It was good. It was a good
the energy he came out with, he can't say that now.
Look, man. At the same point, though, like I said, I mean, you gotta take the good with the bad. This nigga was still going against a squad of other, a plethora of other individuals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That
He
he had
can't
to come
focus.
back.
And they
And
got he got ADHD. He need to focus. The battle was between him and Kendrick. Fuck these
nah,
other niggas. That was the
nah,
battle.
I can't,
Yeah,
man. I can't because Ross is credible. You know what I'm saying?
he is.
Ross is
But
credible. So formidable opponent. And
he never rapped back against Ross. He gave him a couple bars, but he didn't rap like he did against Kendrick. Why even
look,
take the time out? You didn't have nothing on Kendrick. That's why you took the time out to make the
can't.
songs long like Kendrick did. You went and talked about other people. That's why to me you was losing because you kept on throwing it. You wasn't focused.
It was. I
You
get a
wasn't
point. I
focused.
told you, I'm not. Drop give me 50. He got that one. That's nobody can convince me otherwise that he ain't win that one. Just not gonna happen. It's
I don't,
not gonna
I
happen.
don't think he said enough against Kendrick. Not to beat Kendrick.
Not gonna happen,
He
man.
beat Metro
Drop
until
give me
Metro
50.
hit him with the BBL Drizzy. I mean, he didn't beat Ross because Ross came back with a song that was harder. Who did he beat?
He won that round.
I don't think so. I
He
just
won
don't
that.
think so. He didn't really say nothing. He said you got a size 7 men's zone. He said I
Pete,
can't even
squeeze
remember
pipe down.
that. Okay. What else?
Top one piece of the top one piece of the top one piece of nah, nigga, you don't roll, you ain't deep enough. Yeah, nigga, I like all that shit, bro. I like what Drake getting this shit, bro. Hey, it ain't even
I
gotta be
ain't
the most lyrical
like
shit.
it like that.
It's the way the niggas say it though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I Drake won that round for me. I mean, people could say and try to convince. He ain't convincing me. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
might be like, yeah, that was nice. Yeah, that was slick, but it don't change where I scored that W in the column. It's just like an NBA game. Right now, we talking about the 2 minute, the 2 minute report or the last minute report. Talking about how they missed all these calls. Well, nigga, the game already decided. He already
So
got the win. You
what do
can't
you
go
put
back and
push
change
ups
it.
against? What does push up
Huh?
go against for you? What does push up go
I'm
against?
going push-ups went against what's his face? Six
Like
sixteen.
that?
No, six
6
sixteen.
616. I gotta remember 616.
Euphoria. That's the one he took 2 weeks
Euphoria. Yeah,
to.
Euphoria. Okay.
Yeah,
You said 60.
yeah.
The name of it is Euphoria.
But where would I get 616 from?
I think it's another one that got a
That
time.
when he fucking put it out? Was that 616 or some
Yeah, I
shit?
think the other one you talking about. Yeah. Let me see. Let me go. Let me pull up Kendrick real quick.
Yeah, I don't know what fuck tracks this nigga got. Or maybe 616 was the second one.
Uh, let me see. Because he had Euphoria first, and then he had the other one. Then he had Meet the Grams. I think that
Yeah,
was the
so
6
yeah.
that you talking about.
Okay.
Uh,
So I go drop and give me 50 against his first response that took 2 weeks. I give to Drake. The next round, meet the grounds. I give
what,
to they both
what,
rap long.
what you would have to put that against what got Drake to get out, to come out.
What?
The feature on the Future record.
No, I wouldn't. I would give no,
That's what
because
made him come
Cole
out.
was responding to first person shooter. So that's them. Them a wash
Well,
to me.
who you give that one?
It's a wash to me.
You can't give it a wash
I
because
do because it was
nobody
Cole.
even knew he was talking
It
about Kendrick like a
it
diss.
was
Kendrick the only one
Cole
that took it
and
as a
Drake.
diss.
It was
Huh?
Cole and Drake. So it's
Yeah,
a
I
wash.
know.
It's a wash to me. It's a wash to
Nah,
me.
if I
It's a
make a
wash
nigga
to me.
come out, if I make a nigga so mad that he got to respond, then I off of
Look,
your
man. All right, put
first
it like
thing, then
this.
I won
All
that.
right, let me put it like this, as
You
if
doing what I
this
want
was
you
a
to do,
meal. Let
huh?
me give you this as if it was a meal. Okay, when you go to a restaurant, you sit down, you get your drink, and then you can get an appetizer. Or even if you don't want the appetizer, they give you the starter for free. Especially if you go to Olive Garden, you can get the fucking salad and breadsticks. That's what that was from both of them. I'm not giving points for the starter. You know what I'm talking about, for the appetizer. Nigga, I'm talking main course meals only. Main course meals start with not like us. I'm sorry, not like us. God dang, you got me all the fucking drop and give me 50. and Euphoria. Them, that's when it really starts. That's
You know what?
when it ain't on preheat no more. Them niggas is already cooking. You know what I'm talking
I
about?
give you that.
That's where I start counting.
But you
So
know the difference? You know the difference. We came on here and broke down Euphoria. We came down here talking about those bars.
we did, and I
We
still
didn't
said I gave it to Drake.
we didn't say shit about it wasn't even that's why you know he don't win to me because we didn't even break them bars down. We didn't care about what he was saying like that. It's just like okay, that's funny.
He
Okay,
not lyrical like that.
then why? That's why
He
you
not
lose
lyrical
again.
like
Stop
that.
fucking with these lyrical ass niggas. He keep
He
on doing
not.
it.
Nah, no, he cool doing what he do. It's not. I mean, he ain't one of them
He
complex.
is.
He's not a complex writer, is what I'll say. He's
Huh?
not a complex writer. He can
Not
rap
the
his
kid.
ass off. He not complex. You see what I'm saying? So ain't no Da Vinci Code within the bars. I know exactly what that nigga's saying, when he's saying it, and how he meant to say it. Like, I don't mind the simplicity. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't like the intuitiveness when, one of them niggas do what they do, cold, die. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind that. I like both. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes these battles great. Styles make fights. You know what I'm saying? So that's all that is, man. So I wouldn't want Drake to do what Kendrick do to get an upper hand or make it feel like I got to give him that. And I'm not saying that's what people are doing to you yourself, but I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it requires a breakdown because some niggas be lost. You know what I'm saying? So who would we be not to do a bar breakdown? That's all that was. Because I'm
That
sure there was some
euphoria.
niggas floating around
That
like, nigga, what
euphoria
the
was
fuck
dope.
is what? What the what? You know what I'm saying? And I like the way that he put some of this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's all. You know what I'm saying? That's all. You
He
know what
told
I'm saying?
he told that
Drake
nigga
got the mashed
everything he was gonna do.
potatoes.
He
Drake
told that
got the
nigga
mashed
out.
potatoes. Okay?
Mhm.
He took a scoop and just put it on the plate. It still looked good and it still tastes good. But see, what Kendrick did was he got it, put it on the plate, but didn't remove the spoon yet. He did a little swirl
Mhm.
so that the top of it looked a little way. You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
It just looked better. It's different when you got scoop ice cream and you
Uh-huh.
got swirl ice cream. That's
Got
all
that
it is,
soft
man.
serve.
One just
Uh,
looked like, oh shit, that shit look good. It's the same thing. But it just looked, the presentation of it just like, well, I'm gonna fuck with that one. And
uh,
that's what it was. That's
that's
what it
what
was.
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fuck with that one. I'm gonna fuck with that. That's what I'm gonna do.
That's
Hey,
all. Still ice cream.
Kendrick.
You know what I'm
What I
saying?
like was you ever read a book and they got that first before you get into the actual reading the book, they got the whole little like 3-4 pages, and they
Mm,
kind of tell you almost like what the book's gonna be about.
mm.
That was Euphoria. Euphoria told him what I was going to get on your ass about. And he did. He proceeded to get on his ass about the whole time. And the motherfucker told him the game plan. He couldn't get out of his way because he was so cocky. He couldn't stop it. I thought it was genius. So Kendrick easily wanted to me. That's why
I won't
to
say
me
easily. He won.
easily.
He won.
And then when he came with that Family Matters, Drake thought about this shit. He put the little Family Matters text and all that in the thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? He's like, boy, I'm about to kill these niggas. And for that nigga to stomp on that nigga record with that Meet the Grams, oh, it was masterful.
I,
It was
I,
six
I'm
minutes
not.
later.
I'm not gonna say the timing of the release was like, nigga, I'm not gonna let that even breathe.
Yeah,
That was clever. That was
masterful.
clever. That was clever. And honest to goodness, I think he steals points in a lot of people's eyes by doing it like that. You know what I mean? Like not playing fair in a sense of like, nah, nigga, we ain't gonna let your shit rock. We gonna let these both rock at the same fucking time in real time type shit, and we gonna go from there. So, I gave him points my damn self, and I don't know how not to register a point because Drake's record was not bad.
No, it was
They
it was a
were
good record.
both cooking.
That's why
It was
that's why
both
it was
cooking. It
it, it,
was
was- it was
just the fact that nigga dropped it a couple minutes later was the crazy
And the
shit that
level.
had everybody like, what the fuck? I ain't never seen a response come this fast ever. And
And
I
it was
gave
the
that
level of
nigga points for it.
disrespect. The level of disrespect in the record. Like, we ain't partying. Nuh-uh. Let me start off talking to your son first. let me start talking to your son. Then I'm gonna talk to your mommy, your daddy, and
I
then
said, man,
supposedly
the
another kid you got.
Parkinson's, like
All that stuff he was saying in Euphoria, I'm gonna come back to it. Well, don't worry, I'm gonna get back to that. All that shit he told him in the first record, and he got back to the shit. I thought it was masterful how he did it, and how he stumped on that shit, boy. Oh man, Kendrick did his thing on that one, man. That was a thing of genius. And then he knew he had him so bad, and the reason why he get extra points from me is because of Drake. Drake said, "Nah, what's taking you so long? You know what I'm saying? Was doing this, that, and the third. Ah." Drake made it seem like you got to drop a record right after. Drake made it seem like that. So he started losing when he was taking a day or two to drop a record. Like, nigga, what's taking you so long now? That's why he started looking stupid. He talked himself into the L at the beginning. And I think Kendrick set him up like, okay, do your thing. Let me I know a couple things about you. Let me write this shit down. Let me go and put it in there. Let me make it clever enough so niggas gotta read this shit. You know what I'm talking about? Then hey, it was dope. And then for him to drop that Not Like Us, a party record. And I first heard it, and then as soon as you hear Must It On the Beat, ho, you be like, oh, where this nigga been at? Like, God, dog. They done brought this nigga back. You know it's over now. It's over with. That shit was fire. Then he had his. Come on, man. He got the quotables. Freaky ass nigga, you a 69 guy. You know that's my shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the game saying that shit after that came out, nigga. Love that shit. You just quote OVO. Come on, man. The A minor line. Come on, dog. I thought it was super dope of how people is coming up with some stuff of alternate meanings for stuff. Like the A minor line, they said it was more of him, Kendrick calling him white and not calling him a pedophile. Because the chord A minors, they only use white keys. They don't use any black keys in a piano. I said, that's crazy. I wouldn't even know that. That's crazy. So it went back to the Euphoria. We don't want you saying nigga no more. So the nigga is clever, super clever, and it's hard. You can't battle a nigga that think like that mind that thinks like that. It's just hard to battle. And what I appreciate is I honestly thought that people wouldn't take it this serious or think about what Kendrick says, because most of the time you think you like, man, they just digesting shit quick. They're not gonna pay attention and actually analyze what the nigga saying. But motherfuckers was having whole tutorials on TikTok and YouTube and shit, breaking down each bar line by line, what he's saying. I thought it was super dope to let people know, hey, people still interested in hearing bars for real, breaking that shit down. And if you make it cool, make it sound good and palatable, people gonna try to see what you got to say, man. I thought it was dope. Kendrick is a genius like always, doing his thing. And I told y'all before at the beginning of this, I'm a fan of Drake and Kendrick. I'm still a fan of both of them, but Kendrick won. And to me, it wasn't close. And shout out. I know you said you gave slightly the win to Kendrick. It's fine. No problem.
Yeah, he won, but I ain't gonna say it won close, nothing like that. I think Kendrick won. I think the record of all records he had.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Just like Drake against Meek. Drake had the record of all records that back to back. You know what I'm saying? Because Charged Up was cool, but when that nigga dropped back to back, like Danny Glover and Mel Gibson on the front of Lethal Cover, back to like nigga Jordan 95, 96, back to, like shit was just different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like everything connected when he would gave the back to back scheme, like and just kept it like that. And I just he had the record of records. You know what I'm saying? This time Kendrick had the records of records. And that gave him the nod. You know what I'm saying? That propelled him above, what was already been cooking. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, was great entertainment. You know what I'm saying? People are gonna advocate and find a way to say, okay, well, this person won, that person won, but you know, in just my humble opinion, you like that? That's a bar. I gave it to Kendrick. You know what I'm talking
Mhm.
about? I gave it to Kendrick. I think he did just enough to solidify the W. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, that I told you, man, I'm like that nigga made more records like that one. I might have been a K Dot fan already. You know what I'm talking about? But he ain't make no shits like that. You know, so that's the shit I want to hear, nigga. You could do all the other stuff, but I can't
Mhm.
just be in here getting a history lesson every fucking song, nigga. Like I gotta have some fun.
He still gave you a history lesson on that one.
Yeah, at the end though, he waited, but he said, and then he told me to wait, and then he broke
Uh-huh.
it down. You know what
Uh-huh.
I'm talking about? Went to Atlanta. You know what I'm talking about? Future. You couldn't get played in the club, so future. Like it's the way he do it. Hey, hey. You know what I'm talking about? Like I
Yeah.
like that shit. So I
Mhm.
could digest that. You see what I'm saying? That's easy to digest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when like all the songs was sounding like just nigga, I'm out of school, nigga. Like, damn. I don't want to learn no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, just want to enjoy some music. That's kind of what that was for me with Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? That's all, man. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. But like I said, I gave it to Kendrick, man. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, Drake did whatever Drake did, and we gonna keep it that way. But only he know. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think this the last that we hear these niggas take shots at one another.
Yeah, but Drake, cause Drake do shit like that. He gonna sneak this him on the next song he do, and I honestly don't want to hear that. You said you ain't gonna say nothing else, then leave it as that. Like, come on, dog. It
And,
just is to me. It'd be corny because you the one bowed out of it. If you
uh,
bowed out, then keep it that way. I understand he got people. He got people getting shot at his house, and he got stuff going on. People, I think they arrested. They done detained like the 4 people coming to his house in the last couple of days.
yeah,
That's fine. I understand, but at the same time, like nigga, you chose that battle. You gonna have to stand on it. Like, leave the nigga alone. You said you done with it. I don't want to hear no other sneak this and find another nigga to sneak this. We don't need that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Before the nigga pop out and show something. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Stop playing with that nigga. Okay. Let's see. Let's go on to the next thing I got. Shout out to K Dot winning that battle. But overall, it was good just to have something like that. It brought the energy back to hip hop because it was kind of getting a little stale for a little bit. We still got people we listen to, but it was getting a little stale. So shout out to them. They brought energy to hip hop for a little while. Now can niggas not be corny? I think Game doing is a little corny. Just trying to
Yeah,
rap
yeah.
like
That
just for no reason.
I get
Like you
that.
just trying to
I,
start some beef with somebody. He trying to start some beef with somebody he think that's gonna rap back at him. And I think that's a little corny. But it is what it is. Um whatever. Um did you watch Planet of the Apes?
yes, sir. Went today.
Yes, sir. Then you know we gotta
Yesterday,
talk about it.
today, yesterday, today, yesterday. Like I said, man, I had a long ass day, people.
Mhm.
I stayed up for about woke up at 3:15 the previous day, 3:15 in the afternoon. I didn't go to sleep until almost 5 the next day in the evening.
Mhm.
So had a long day, man. There's a lot going
Yeah.
on. A lot going on. You know what I'm saying? Light skin shit. Had to get a
Yeah.
manicure and pedicure after work. Then one of the coworkers was in the hospital, had a severe, serious type situation happening.
Mm.
Um, and yeah, man. So after I finished there, I was up there for a little while. You know what I'm saying? You know, all of us, the few of us, you know what I mean, was there while he was in the trauma bay. He was lucid talking, but his situation was a little like nigga, I ain't never heard no shit like this. But It was due to his blood pressure, is what they said. Um, and yeah, but I'm glad I wasn't there to see it. You would have passed out. That's all I know. Me,
Oh shit.
I'd have like, nigga, you on your own. I don't know what this is. This is there a monkey running around? You patient zero? Like that shit was crazy. You know what I'm talking about? So bless his heart, man. My dude, he doing all right right now. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, dude, I try to help him out a little bit. You know, they say laughing is a good medicine. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, nigga, you ain't never heard none of my songs. And I was like, you know what I'm saying? When you get to heaven, play this with you, tell Jesus hold me down. You know, talk about. So I was like, I don't want you to leave and you ain't never heard no shit from me. You know, talk about you literally right in my proximity. So played to one of my joints. He was like, oh shit. He was like, damn, man. He was like, that shit nice. Look, I do a little something, man. I appreciate it. But that's all you get, bro. That's all you get. I ain't gonna play the whole album. You know what I'm talking about? Just know I got more like it. You know what I mean?
You need to give me one of them songs you just gonna throw away, man. That you ain't gonna put on the album. We might have to show people, give them a little taste of what you talking about, man.
Okay, hey man, I ain't mad at it. I could do something like that. I don't know which one, but I could.
It ain't got to be this episode, but you know what I'm saying. We could just give them one.
You know what yeah. I give y'all. Oh, I might even just give you a snippet. Let's give you a snippet just to be like, oh, I got to hear what the rest of that's like. You know what I'm saying? We could do one like that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't got to be a throwaway. It could be a legit one, kind of cliffhanger. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I could fuck with it like that. But I do want everybody excited. You know what I'm talking about? I want niggas to know like it's real. You know what I'm saying? Like Franz said, nigga, it's hip hop. I got us. I got us. If nobody else, nigga, I got us. You know what I'm talking about? Like them niggas want to hear some bars. Nigga, I got us. You know what I'm saying? You want to sit there and break something down? Like what the fuck that nigga said? Nigga, I got us. I got some shit in there. I got the simple shit and I got the hard shit. I got it all in there. You know what I'm talking about? I got the heart shit. I got the love shit, bro. I got the motivation. You know what I'm talking about? I got a track called Role Models with the nigga that I told you was on Snoop page that dropped the. I don't lock this nigga in. He signed to. I ain't got no record deal, so I don't know what label this would have been. You know what I'm talking about? That's my record label. What label this would have been? Records. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So. I got that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I got some shit lined up, man. I'm looking forward. He's gonna actually send me his in a couple of days. His half. I got a hook. Like I was stuck on a hook. I figured one out. I tested it. Sounds good. You know what I'm saying? I might tweak it a little bit, but it works. You know what I'm saying? And the hook ain't got to be a jingle. You know what I'm saying? On certain records. You know what I'm saying? It just need to bridge that verse completion to the next verse, and I think it's gonna let me know when I hear his. You know what I'm saying? If it works and flows together. You know what I'm saying? So, people, I don't have. It's just me and my S22. You know what I'm saying? That's the only help I got. Me and my notepad. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I record my shit. I listen back. I tweak it. I don't like it. I could change that to and or the, if, so, are, whatever word I need it to be, or just drop it all completely. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I go into the verses of shit that I'm not using because I ain't got no place for them. And I'm like, well, maybe that line will work in there, and I take it and then I bridge it in. And you know what I'm saying? Like I'm really a chemist with this shit. You know what I'm talking about? Heisenberg of this shit. You feel me? So it's good, man. So I'm gonna do that. I can do that for y'all. For sure. And yeah, man. But back to the Planet Apes.
Hold up. If y'all ain't watched it, this will be your time to click off. Thank y'all for tuning in with us. We appreciate it. We're just gonna give us a nice little opinion of this, and we're gonna get up out of here after that. But back to you, man. What you think of the movie?
So I got in a little bit tired, obviously, you know, after a longer than 24-hour wait day. But I say, you know what? The movie theater's empty. I got to see it. I can't be in there with other motherfuckers because these Kuwaitis love to talk during the movie. Like, if you want to talk, go sit your ass at home, and that's when you know what I'm saying? Don't talk when I pay for something. You heard? So I'm in there. I got my my entree, my delicacies. I told you I got to get a slush and I got to get the nachos. Chipotle is open, people. I just didn't have time to get me a bowl to take with me. Otherwise, I would. There was a lot of people in the line. I'm talking about new shit. People obviously never heard of this before. They want to be in there, so I couldn't get me a Chipotle bowl. So I really was gonna do that. So I just went with the regular. You know what I'm saying? I'm in there, and I like the sending off, the opening. I thought was dope. You know what I'm saying? The sending off of Caesar. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then letting the story unfold. Now, what I will say is they cheated because Noah and Caesar are the same fucking ape, just a different voice. Them niggas is
It looked the
twins.
exact same. Yeah, it looked the exact same.
Like, I didn't see no change in that. And maybe that's what they wanted because since Caesar isn't here and, the connection that a lot of fans have to his likeness alone. You know what I'm saying? I think it was one of those, like, even though we're not calling him Caesar, you still feel like Caesar is here with us. You know what I'm saying? And we doing that for y'all. So I think that was thoughtful, but it could also be just lazy at the same time. Like y'all niggas couldn't just all these minds put together. So I don't know. I ain't gonna overly critique it, but I like how they did that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not opposed to it. I'm not gonna take no points away. I thought it was dope because every time I saw this nigga, I was like, Caesar. Oh, it's Noah. You know what I'm saying? I like the element that they gave them. You know what I'm saying? Showed personality, showed how, they're not stupid. They're a highly intelligent species. You know what I'm saying? With them, getting the eggs, the eagle eggs, and then raising them and talking to them, singing to them, and then shit like that, like really making them family, like call themselves Eagle Clan. I thought that shit right there, thought that was dope. Like just the to write some shit like that. I thought that was very creative. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see that coming, like at all, like for real. Um, I actually loved it though, man. I loved it. It wasn't. It was almost like some Walking Dead type shit for people who watch The Walking Dead. You got individual clans, and you got one clan that ain't bothering nobody, mind they fucking business, but then you got the big bad clan who want to take over everything and imprison their own people to come join us. Like you're not saying, hey, come join us, we here too. Like, no, we want you under us and treat you like slaves. You know what I'm saying? So for people who watch Walking Dead, they know what I'm talking about. If they think back to when Negan came into play, you know what I'm saying? And, Rick and all them guys was like, you know what I mean? They ain't have enough bodies. So, and that's pretty much still what's going on Walking Dead for all I know. Niggas can't get along. So I thought that was dope. I liked Proximus. I liked his character. You know what I'm saying? Because he was one of those. Correct me if I'm wrong. Proximus to me, and then I'm gonna stop after this. Proximus to me was like Michael B. Jordan on Black Panther.
Killmonger?
He was like
Killmonger?
Killmonger. Yeah, because he was like you can't trust them.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like it was his mentality that had me like, oh, that nigga Killmonger this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he wanted to level the playing field. He wanted to take those weapons that they got and use against them. The way that they want to come get our weapons and our technology. No, fuck that. We got the means to now be that power. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was like that. So now I'm gonna back off. Go ahead,
See,
do
I
your
was
thing.
thinking the same thing. I was thinking more of Magneto and the X-Men.
Shit. Okay.
Same type shit. I was thinking the same thing, but I thought it was super dope. Especially how you talked about it. He was like, this is years of evolution in this bunker that we could skip and we could get to that. And I thought that was super dope. The take of that. I was mad as hell at Noah for trusting that little white girl. Pissed me off, man. I was like, why? I don't understand. You just see the girl choke somebody out. She ain't talked to you at first. Like she ain't trustworthy. I don't understand why. Well, now watching the movie, I do understand because old dude set him up that way. The dude that was the last Caesarish person, the
Yeah.
orangutan, he kind of told them to be a family, be together. He set him up for that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, yeah, he fucked up. Yeah, he fucked that one up. I can't believe that shit. But it was crazy to see that there was that many people still, though. It was that many people still alive. When that old girl brought the data, whatever, to them, and it was all the people in that bunker and shit, that was crazy to me to see all the people still there. I thought they'd have been dead by then. But yeah, I thought it was dope. I thought the movie was good. It was a little slow at times. It wasn't as action packed as the other ones. It did have its action though, but it was more story driven. I think it was to set up the other iterations of this movie that's going to come out. I think this is just a setup movie, and I liked it. I thought it was dope, super dope. I wonder where they're going to go with this because when they talked about the kingdom of the Planet Apes, I thought the kingdom was already there. I thought like it was going to be like a castle, like how it was with the Mark Wahlberg Planet Apes. I thought it was going to be more that time frame. I didn't think it was going to be like before because this is before that. So it was like them still trying to get their stuff together and build their habitat and all that. So it's going to be interesting to see where they go from here. I can't wait to see where they go from here. It's going to be super dope. I'm a big fan of Planet Apes movies because of the new ones they made with the Caesar character. I went back and I looked at the Mark Wahlberg one. And I was like, okay, that's pretty dope. Then I went back and looked at the Charleston Heston movies, and I was like, it looked bad, but these movies still hold up. The story's still dope. So I watched all of them, and I thought the story was dope with all of them. I think they have a bigger meaning in the movies, more societal meaning, and I think it's dope. You know what I'm saying? About what you think about that kind of stuff. And it's kind of fucked up at the same time if you think that's what they mean when they make that movie. So, but yeah, I like the movie. If I have to rate it out of 10, I give it an 8.5.
That's fair.
Maybe an 8. I give it an 8 just because it was a lot of story. It's a setup movie, and I think it did what it had to do because I can't wait to see the next one. So I give it an 8. I give it an 8. What you give it?
Hey man, that's fair. I can go with that. I can go with that. I can rock with that. I'm trying to figure out who the gorilla was.
Oh, the one that drowned?
Yeah, that nigga, like, even the way they crafted. Now I don't even want to say that because they be acting funny.
He gonna call Black Man a gorilla, man. That's messed up.
No, you know how they be like, we monkeys. They already call us monkeys, but I'm like, I think whoever it is, I have to see whose voice it is behind him because sometimes they try to
Make their
craft
face look like
like you could see the person in the voice. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like that. Like when he was talking, I couldn't make out the voice, but I'm like, this nigga looking like the voice is familiar. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So that's just kind of where I'm like, who the fuck is that? Like
it's fucked up. He do kind of look like
who it be? Who is it, man?
Hold on, I'm gonna show you a picture of this dude, man. Hold up.
What's the name?
It kind of look like our boy too. I ain't gonna say who. Let's see if they can.
Yeah. I'm telling you, like, I don't know him. He don't look familiar, but it's like I could see the nigga voice in the person in the face. You know what I mean? And hey, you know what I'm saying?
His name is Peter Macon.
Peter Macon. Okay.
It is crazy.
I wonder if that nigga been in something else I seen.
He is in a show that I watched called The Orville, and the show is dope. But he got all this makeup on. But I love that show. It's like the guy that does the Family Guy. He made a TV show that's kind of like Star Trek. I don't really care for Star Trek, but I love this shit to Orville. The way he did it is like super dope. Y'all got time, go check that out. He was in Shameless. He played in Shameless. If you watch that, let's see what else. He had a role in NCIS, and then I don't know none of the rest of this shit.
Which one was he?
He was a big ape.
Not the orangutan, right?
No, the big dark one that
Okay, all right. I was gonna make sure. Like,
I think that ape was called. I mean, he was called Raka, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, Raka. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't nobody else look like they could be that ape.
Yeah. No, Raka was the orangutan.
Raka was the orangutan?
I believe so.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Then he was the orangutan. What you know the name of that big gorilla?
I don't remember them niggas ever giving a nigga name.
Yeah, you might have been right. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Was him. He has a voice like him.
Yeah. Planet Earth.
I don't know, bro. I think Raka was the big gorilla. Let me see. Let me look up. I'm gonna Google while we talk.
Raka was. Some of these niggas ain't got names in the cast. Like I see the cast, but
oh no, you was right. Raka is the orangutan.
Yeah, he looked like him though. The I see it in it. Like the image I see here on IMDb.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Yeah, that's why he looked like him to me.
He looked like the orangutan. He got the orangutan. But who is the other nigga? That's the problem. What was that nigga name? The damn gorilla. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, so they actually have side by sides on this one that I just saw, Franz. Who played who?
Oh, okay.
With the images. So yeah, yeah, okay. I'm gonna keep going and I'm gonna see if I see this nigga.
He only talked like once or twice.
All right, let's just go with it's variety.com. So we agree? He looked like,
I mean, yeah, not so much. Yeah, he kind of do. Yeah, I can see
him and Noah. You know what I'm saying? We already got the Rocker one. We got Kevin Durant as Proximus. You know what I'm saying? It's the light that I got.
I see him. Yeah, I see him.
Okay. Come on, man. Hold me down. Yep. Yeah, that nigga look like him, dog. I ain't gonna hold you down. You can see it. You can see it.
Yo, he look more like that big one.
All due respect, man. I you know what I mean? Where are you at? Is it Coro? No, Coro was older.
His name was Silva.
Silva, okay. Eka Darville was Silva. He don't look like. Maybe. Because Silva got a scowl on his face, and this nigga just real chill right now. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I would never guess that.
Yeah, that he the only one anomaly. All the other ones I seen.
He under Silva. Nah. Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that one.
Yeah, that ain't it. Well, we was good with the other ones.
Yeah,
still good.
They need to switch roles.
Hey, you ain't lying.
But shout out. I mean, he ain't had any lines anyway. You know what I'm saying? He barely talked. He said a couple things. He was hard on there. He reminded me of my man that died, the Green Mile, when he played.
Oh, John. Oh, literally just flew out my fucking head. I
can't remember.
I know what you're talking about.
From the Green Mile.
Off of Armageddon. Yeah.
But he
what the? That's killing me because
Michael Clark Duncan.
Thank you, Michael. I said John.
Michael Clark Duncan.
Was
you try to call that nigga John Henry?
Yeah, that's why.
Oh man. but he reminded me of Michael Clark Duncan when he played
He
on
would
the
have
one.
been dope if he was
He
yeah.
played him at one time already, the Mark Wahlberg one. He played the big gorilla. That's
Yeah,
when they put the
that would
makeup
have been
on him
dope.
and all that.
Dope.
So he reminded me of that. It felt like an
Okay.
old back to that one. They wanted to bring that gorilla back because Michael Clark
Hey,
Duncan. That's how I took it. Even if they meant to do it or not, I thought it was pretty dope. But like I said, the movie was dope, man. What you give it out of 10? You ain't rate the movie.
I said I gave it the same.
Oh,
I
okay.
said it was fair. I've been saying
First you
that's
said it was
fair.
fair. I didn't know if you agreed. Like that what your rating was.
I mean,
Uh,
I give it like a 9. You know, personally, I'm Planet of the Apes type nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Just like I am Godzilla and King Kong. Like I'm never gonna give it like a lesser than just because I think, even though that's what I'm like, it's not what it's been consistently over the years of what they've been putting out, but every story is unique. You know what I'm saying? And for what they did, I thought it was dope. You know what I'm saying? That nigga finally finding his voice, you get extra points for that. You know what I'm talking about? Whoo, 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 whoo. Like, that nigga felt like the way they surrounded him, Proximus was like as if Proximus was Drake.
Yeah.
And then Noah was fucking, I'm talking about Kendrick Lamar. The nigga don't found his voice.
Yeah.
And hey, fuck Al. You got the
They
Eagles, nigga. You know what
should
I'm
have
talking
played
about?
like they should have played not like us when them
Oh,
Eagles started
man,
hitting them.
that'd be, bro. Look here, man. If they would have found a way to put that look here, bro, that'd have been some crazy ass shit, man. But that was dope, man. I like how that came together. Also,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the Eagles that didn't fuck with him, especially the head Eagle, I'm talking about, always was like, man, fuck you. I'm talking about, always used to pick on him and shit, you know what I'm saying, scratch him up. And then at the end, just finally kind of, it was like the coming. It was the anointment type
Mhm.
move, you know what I'm saying? So that's when oh yeah, shit about to get real. You know what I'm talking about? So I thought that was dope. I thought that was dope, man. Thought it was dope. So
Shout
yeah.
out to them. Shout out to them. One thing that annoyed the hell out of me of that
Yeah.
movie was the white girl coming back at the end of the movie.
I didn't see why she came back.
I don't see why she came back. And what annoyed me the most is they let you go, and she came back with a hand on a gun like she was gonna shoot him.
Yeah.
I was like, "What? Like, what is you doing? I don't
Yeah.
understand it."
You ain't got enough bullets. You ain't got
Yeah,
enough bullets.
that shit pissed me off right there. I was like, she made me mad, and I was like, man, I can't stand this little white girl right here, man. Kill this broad, shoot. But
And she didn't even go into the tunnel with them niggas. Like she stayed. I'm trying to figure that out. Like I don't know, man. I don't
she
know.
went to she told them to stay right there. She'll be back, and she went to She went to the main control room and grabbed that disc. You know what I'm saying? She didn't
No,
want
I'm
them to
not talking
see.
about. I'm not
Oh,
talking about when she was there. I'm talking about at the end when she handed the
oh
hard drive
yeah,
to the one that came out in the full chem suit. Like, bitch, if I'm out here, you can too. You know what I'm talking about? Breathe
well,
this air. But
they had a disease out there, so I think they probably won't let her back in there because she's been breathing that air out there.
oh, and
Uh,
why they needed to because they said at the beginning, like the writing, they was like there was a plague that pretty much made them lose their voices and stuff like that. Probably why. Okay, all right, I get that. All right.
you kind of see it on the last one when Caesar was fighting Woody Harrelson. It was a plague or something came out, same type thing. People was dying and shit like that. I need to watch it again. But I know it had some people was dying. That's why Woody Harrelson was trying to eliminate the monkeys, so hopefully the plague would go away. You know what I'm talking about? Because he said by them being alive is keeping that disease alive. So
Yeah.
that's what's going on. So, well, shout out to them. When they come out with another one, I'll be right in there watching it again.
So we're
Yeah. Well, Book, I want to tell the people what we got to tell them, man.
Shit, man, we up next, niggas, in about a month. You know what I'm talking about? Bad boys for life. But until then, people, make sure y'all remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment to this podcast, man. You know what I'm saying? We try to do our thing, and even when we take a break and come back, we still try to make sure that we did our thing. All right. Follow us on Instagram at the MVP_podcast. That way you can stay in tune when we don't have a show. I don't want you to pop your popcorn and then we ain't got nothing to give you. Just make sure you are subscribed and make sure you share that with the people that you can share with, and make sure that they share it with the people that they need to share with. Because everybody don't know everybody, but we know somebody who know another. Okay. And then email us at mansviewpodcast@yahoo.com if you got any inquiries, opportunities, suggestions, comments. Well, you know, fuck about suggestions, you know what I'm saying? Because they not like us. So, all you fans out there, freaky ass niggas, 69 guys, stay clear. You know what I'm talking about? But still watch our stuff. You feel me? All right.
Sure. And until next week, it's been MVP. We gonna holler at you. Peace out.
Peace.
It's time to rock with the fellas, and not a person can tell you that our show isn't grooving. So people, stop what you're doing and pull up a seat. We got you week after week when you're hearing us speak, and always bringing the heat. From the new to the old, the fellas truly are bold. The stories never get cold, our conversations are gold. If you look at the logo, you see the trophy we hold. If you think it's a game, you know it's all in the name. We discussing it all, from our first to the last. You know we stood on our own and promised nothing but last. It's the MVP way. We hope we making your day. There's nothing more we can say, so let the video play. MVP.